to 8, and the heart charity Cardiac Risk in the Young, otherwise known as CRY, will launch a new screening centre in Leatherhead this weekend. In the aftermath of footballer Christian Eriksen's collapse during the Euros, there's been a huge increase in demand for proactive cardiac screening in young people.
Goodness me, Anthony Taylor's had to stop that here.
There's something wrong.
This is not good here for Christian Eriksen. He is down.
Oh my goodness, no.
This is a really serious moment here for Denmark and Christian Eriksen.
Fortunately, Christian Eriksen's recovering after that incident, but it's highlighted the risks associated with sport and physical activity. Now, Dr. Steven Cox is CRY's chief executive. Good morning to you, Steven.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for coming on. So what service is this centre going to offer then?
Well, CRY is a charity which offers free cardiac screening to anyone between the age of 14 and 35. Pre-COVID, we were screening in excess of 30,000 young people throughout the UK. And we're delighted that we're getting those services back up and running again because they've been on hold since March the 16th.
Now, presumably, you don't want every young person turning up. So which young people are considered most at risk and actually should be being screened?
Well, actually, we do want every young person from the age of 14 to know that they have the opportunity to have their heart tested. Of course, in sport, the risks are higher if people have underlying cardiac conditions. But actually, whilst we see these events like Christian's horrendous collapse, these issues can affect anyone. 80% of young sudden deaths are without any symptoms whatsoever. There are 12 sudden deaths every week in the UK. And these are fit and healthy young people. And screening has shown that it can reduce these death rates by 89%, which is why we want every person to be screened. Of course, it's not going to happen straight away. And we've got these screening services getting up and running in Leatherhead in our head office because we're responding to a massive increase in demand. We've got 50,000 people now on a waiting list to be screened, and we're going to work through that as quickly as possible.
Now, of course, there is a balance to be struck here, isn't there? So, how do young people strike that balance between, on the one hand, not pushing themselves enough in order to get healthy and keep fit, but on the other hand, not going so far as to jeopardise their health? Where does that balance lie for you?
Well, I think we want all young people to be involved in sport. There's no question about that. We've seen that sport can increase your risk of a cardiac arrest by 3 to 4-fold if you have an underlying condition. 1 in 300 people we screen will have a potentially life-threatening condition, and these conditions can either have treatment, as in medication. There might be lifestyle modifications, which are fairly simple sometimes to reduce the risk. And sometimes these conditions can even be cured. The most common condition we identified can actually be cured. So this is why we want that message to go out. It's really important for young people to know if they have an underlying heart condition and what they can do to prevent a cardiac arrest. I think Christian Eriksen's collapse really shone this light that actually fit and healthy young people can have heart conditions. This is something which we almost find hard to accept as a society and around the world, but it is true, and that's what we want all young people to know if they have a heart condition and how they can prevent a cardiac arrest like that.
Okay, so what do people do who want their children screened? Is it online booking system?
Yes,
people turn up? How does that work?
Testmyheart.org.uk. It's you have to be quick to book an appointment. I would register with an interest, and then you'll be told when events are going live in your area. And if people book quick, they'll get a chance to be screened. And if not, they've just got to be patient, and we'll be coming back to their community in the near future.
Dr. Steven Cox from Cardiac Risk in the Young. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.